Hey, 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 Big Dave, the Middle-Aged Gamer here with another episode of Baldur's Gate 3. And we just took down old Ethel. And boy, do we need a rest. Okay, in camp, where we desperately need to be. We got a journal update on Gale. Okay, Gale's in a bad way again, so we should probably talk to him first. There he is.
What's on your mind? Apart from finding me an artifact to consume, which I assume you're pursuing with the appropriate urgency.
I was wondering, that condition of yours, why does it require magic?
Think of it as vampirism. You need blood to sustain yourself. I need magic. It has become my sustenance. Without it, well, I hardly need to tell you.
I think I have a magical artifact you'll be interested in.
That is most gratifying to hear. May I?
I have given a bunch of stuff to Gale for basically this reason. Some of it's actually good stuff, but some of it's actual crap. Like Kamira's locket, dancing lights. Oh, whoop-de-fucking-do.
Thank you. It is a strange experience. Each time anew, like a lost soul is spelunking through the darkness that is me, only to be sacrificed on the dread altar of the heart. Somehow the second artifact hasn't had the effect of the first. It's somewhat relieved the discomfort, but I fear my hunger hasn't quite...
Gale, what's happening?
The magic isn't having the effect it should have. It's not like the last time, like a rainstorm that quells a forest fire. It merely drizzles. The embers still sizzle, the fire remains undefeated. I'm not certain what's going on, but nothing good. Please, I need to think. I need to retrace my steps to a glade of calm and think. Thank you for the artifact. A great deal of trouble it was too. A great deal of trouble indeed.
Okay, Gale is clearly not well. That worries me. Alright. Let's talk with our friends. Let's talk with Karlach.
What's on your mind?
You and Mizora seem to know each other. How?
We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice. Me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. She favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mizora envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted.
I can see why you were so keen to escape.
No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players.
You think she'll keep coming after you?
I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. Devils and their pride.
And... don't I have something for speaking with animals? I know I have something, but I'll be damned if I remember what. Alright, maybe a potion? Oh, never mind. It's up already. Let's talk with Scratch.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Oh, such a good boy. And who doesn't love Scratch? Alright, let's talk with Glazel.
Speak.
Do you know much about mind flayers?
I understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less.
You look so unusual. Githyanki are rare in these parts.
I expect I am your first.
I've never heard of your kind until my capture.
Chicka. I suppose I am as alien to you as you are to me. I know of your kind, but I do not often encounter them. That large, fleshy nose of yours looks like a mistake.
As if your upturned bat snout is any better.
Better is an opinion, but mine is certainly more economical, disciplined, dignified.
Do you know what happens if we don't find a cure?
Yes, in great detail. It starts with a fever and memory loss. Then you start to hallucinate. Your hair falls out, and you bleed from every orifice. Your bones will change form. Your jaw will split to allow room for 4 great tentacles. All skin will turn to gore and be shed to reveal new flesh underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born.
A loathsome fate, and one I intend to avoid.
Words forged in steel. May your actions express the same metal. We must find my kind and be rid of the parasite. It's as simple as that. The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me.
You're worried we haven't changed. This is good news.
Yes, if you give it no further thought. But anomalies lead to surprises. Bad surprises. Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass.
Are you sure a creche is our only path to a cure?
Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a safest purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir library. The library was a gift from Vlakith herself, that we may gain total understanding.
That kind of wisdom is very valuable.
Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant order turns to chaos and cold fires rage. The planes are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of knowledge. Yet we still collect more. Infinities upon infinities.
Is it me, or have you been looking at me differently?
I have a confession. I was too hasty to judge you. I thought you witless, gutless, unimpressively bland.
Ouch. And I thought you cruel, stubborn, and judgmental.
Yes, all that is true. I am cold as the sea of night. But you have stoked fires I didn't know I possessed.
Ooh.
I swear, you would tear the horns off one dragon for plunging into another. You've gained my respect, and more still, my yearning. When I come near, your odor alone is enough to make my neck sweat and my hair stand on end.
The attraction's mutual, Lae'zel. You know how to set my heart racing.
Good. I want to taste you. Perhaps tonight, perhaps later, but I want it all the same. Do you?
Yes, I want to share my body with you.
Yes. Perhaps one night soon, I will come to your bunk and take what is mine. Until that night comes, I shall keep enjoying your scent.
Alright, looks like we're going to be going with Lae'zel.
Yes, let's.
Why the hell not? I've done an offline playthrough before, back in like patch 4. Went after Shadowheart. I mean, Shadowheart's awesome, let's be honest here. But she takes an awful long while to warm up.
Well met.
Alright, got nothing to go with Will for now. Fine. Okay, there's Withers. We've talked with Karlach. Oh, right, Shadowheart. Duh. There she is. We should have gotten the owlbear cub by now, but for whatever reason.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something?
Why were you in pain before?
A wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shah. I can feel her influence somehow.
Why would Shar subject you to such a thing?
I cannot say. Not with what I can recall. But even then, it would not be for me to question her will. Lady Shah has her reasons.
What causes it to hurt you?
It's difficult to say. Sometimes I wonder if it's supposed to be guiding me, punishing me, testing me. But perhaps it's none of those. Perhaps it's completely random. I'd like to hope there's more to it than that. Some meaning that Lady Shah will reveal to me when the time is right. Until then, all I can do is endure.
How can you manage living with such a thing?
It's less difficult than you might imagine when you can't remember life without it. Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shah. Pain will give way to loss and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You can tolerate a great deal of suffering so long as it has meaning.
So you knew more than you were letting on before. I hope you'll be more honest in the future.
I'll try my best. But secrecy is ingrained in me. Lady Shah considers it greater protection than any shield or armor.
And we'll leave it there. And we did get an update on... Alright, continue traveling with Shadowheart. And... Okay, yeah, we're still working on the Ancient Tome. And... we gotta work on the we gotta work on the goblins. Okay. So we're done here for now, so all that's left to do is
Interesting.
get some shut-eye.
meet you and be sated. I lead, you follow. So you think. Let's see if you're right.
Can't control. Incapacitated. Enjoy the show, guys.
Gith train relentlessly. We know our bodies inside and out. Let me show you. Close your eyes and submit.
You know, if this wasn't YouTube, she wouldn't be wearing those weird pasty things.
A pause, and then the flicker of a tongue across your neck.
Open. Taste.
You are a lapdog, Lazelle's to command. Never has domination tasted so good and felt so freeing. You awake in pain. Your back, your hands, even your tongue ache.
It's time to rise. Dawn is upon us. Of course you did. I'm as extraordinary in bed as I am on the battlefield.
Every breath, every blink proves exhausting. A long day awaits you.
Okay, we got to see a bit more of Astarion than I planned. I hope I don't get in trouble with YouTube over that. Alright. So that was a nice rest. Alright, let's get out of camp. Alright, and we need to shift our focus here. We need to go back to... Yeah, I don't know why that's still there. That's annoying, but it is what it is. Ah! Yeah, I hate when that happens. But back to the Blighted Village we go. And back in the Blighted Village. And we need to head west. Actually, hold the phone. Do we want to really go with Saza, or do we want to say screw it and just blitz through? Well, we do need to defeat the goblins, so yeah. Sorry, Saza. Yeah, there's some mugwort there. We'll get the animal speak back up. Actually, there's one other thing we need to do with Will. Let's do this now before the fight. Before any fight. It will last until long rest. Yeah? Yeah, until long rest.
Don't touch me. Subtle steps.
Mugwort.
Here.
And there's the temple in the back there. Okay, we're not going to cross the bridge just yet. We're going to see where this side path leads to. Okay, leads to, just says forest. Alright, well, according to this, it just wraps around back to the south. That's fascinating. And a little irritating, too, but what are you going to do? What's that? Oh, more mugwort. Yeah, we'll grab that. And here's the southern exit to the village, which is where we don't really need to be, and so we'll head back to the west, near the west exit. So we do need to cross that bridge. Well, you've heard the expression, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Well, we've got there. Okay, and journal updated. Defeat the goblins. Let's take a look at the journal. We arrived at the goblin camp. Now we need to find who's in charge and deal with them. Okay. We're actually going to veer to the south. We're still going to veer to the south. Ooh.
A war trap. Four of those to summon fighters far and wide.
Traps. How considerate.
Well, traps should be easy to disarm. And we got ourselves some new dice. What, just like every week. Oop, and these are, this one is pretty slick. Well, considering I have an effective difficulty of 2 on D10 sleight of hand. By the way, that D stands for difficulty, not a D10. Okay, standing torch. Oh, it's a webbing.
Easy. This place is hungry for blood.
I missed one. All right. So what do we have down here? Back to the putrid bog. Not to be confused with the sanguisuga bug. Alright. And really not much here otherwise. Okay, what do we got over here? Okay, interesting. It's a way to get around these fools. Well, that's fascinating.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
That's a fail. Don't know why I use my inspiration for that. That's just dumb. Oh well. I'm sure that'll bite me in the ass at some point. Tongs and a hammer. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna ignore those. What we got? Empty bottle. That's actually decent as chunky fire swill. Okay, we're gonna save after all this. We're gonna hit up Warlock Tud and Devout Wasp. And Sharp-Eyed Sluck. Oh, these are some lovely names, right?
Roll toast!
Alright.
Looking at a future true soul, you are. Boss Ragslin says I'm next in line.
Boss Ragslin, eh? Must be the goblin in charge.
And the Knoll Norder I'm clean off. So much for the flaming fist, eh? You ain't here? We sacked Joaquin's Rest and left it to burn. Drow flinging magic, Knoll snapping off heads. Inn's nothing but a pile of ash by now. Glorious. Bunch of prisoners got towed to Moonrise. City snobs mostly. But the Flaming Fist? Pile of smoking corpses. You ain't know the broken road? Meh. I'll tell you real slow like, so you don't miss it. North.
That's great. And what's this? Further west, huh? Alright, well, you know what? I think we've done enough damage for one... Oh, wait. I want to talk to Sharp-Eye Sluck.
Tribe? Tribe?
Okay. Alright, not gonna lie, she's adorable. And we got her on the welcoming committee, too. So next episode, we're going to investigate a little bit more, and we'll see what kind of shenanigans we'll get into. Alright, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to get the latest and greatest videos as they come in, and help this channel grow. And thanks to Lae'zel for making Astarion no longer a virgin. Or at least I didn't think he was, but it doesn't matter. That was a lot of fun to watch. This has been Big Dave the Middle-Aged Gamer. This is Baldur's Gate 3. I'll see y'all next time.